I'm not sure if, like, I don't think this chat, is letting you guys, I don't think this Periscope is letting you guys have a chat in here. I don't know what's going on. I think it's just because it's exceeding the limit or something. Hold up really fast. Yeah, I think it's just because I'm not sure. But anyways, can this work or no? So, how are you guys feeling today? Well, I'm sad that you guys can't even interact. Y'all can't even interact with me. It's stupid. But anyway, a lot happened tonight. I've seen the first and second episode tonight of All Stars, RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars. Alright. Let's talk. So, I saw the first couple episodes, and I'm featured in both of those two episodes, and I just wanted to kind of discuss a couple of things with you guys, just so you understand what the full story is on my behalf. I can't speak for anybody else, but when I was on the show, the entire year mostly was just kind of like a dark year for myself. I went through like a lot of things. I mean, my dad had passed away, and I was continuously working still. And then my ex, had broken up with me with no explanation through text. And that was hard on me. And I was just constantly working to trying to like fill the void of like kind of like, not dealing with like family issues and what was really happening with myself and my self-esteem, and then kind of like, I was going through a really dark depression, and then the opportunity of All Stars was presented to me on top of a world tour, and I had to even cancel one of my I think Spain gigs, I believe it was, to do All Stars. But I was super hesitant about it because I knew the process, man. Like, I didn't see the first season of All Stars like all the way through, but I knew that they would maybe critique on my aesthetic, and they'd maybe say something, but my brain was more like kind of focused on the challenges. I seen the challenges that they were presenting me, and I got super excited. And mind you, while this was all presented to me, I was still on tour. So while I was on tour, I was thinking about all the cool looks that I can get, and all the money that I have now that I can actually kind of buy these things and have all this fun and stuff like that. So I'm like, oh, they can't never clock me, So I bought a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna name how. I'm not gonna say how name. I'm not gonna say how much money I spent on my wardrobe. But just to let you know, I spent so much money on my wardrobe for All Stars 2 that I'm still living off of it right now. The videos and the pictures that you see me performing now are still the outfits that I was going to wear on All Stars because I spent that much money, and I was not gonna get rid of all this stuff. So I'm still working at it into my daily life. But I just feel like yeah, anyway, I was working a lot, and there was a particular time, I think, in my life where I believe it was in the Philippines, when I had like this crazy like emotional breakdown. I feel like I was like overworked, and I was like, I can't. There's a lot of things that were going on, a lot of things were being said about my ex-boyfriend on the internet that made me super uncomfortable and super sad and super insecure. And I should have known better, because I've been doing press since I was 16 from American Idol, so I should have known to not read stuff like I do now, because I'm not reading anything, or else I would not have this smile on my face. I really don't give a fuck about anything now, because I'm a grown-ass man. But back in the day, man, like, back in the day, a year and a half, 2 years ago, that's back in the day for me, because I'm telling you, I shed skin like a fucking snake. I'm a new person every year. But last year, I had, like, this super emotional breakdown, and I was super sad about my ex leaving me with no explanation, and all this stuff online about him, and all this stuff about my family, and I got super sad. Anyway, the reason why I'm explaining this is the opportunity of All Stars got presented to me. I was super hesitant because I was like, I don't know if I'm like all there or here to like do all of this stuff. And then we ended up I ended up agreeing to do it. And then not even thinking about like it thoroughly, man. I was still touring while I gave them the answer. I believe I was like in Brazil, I think, or somewhere. probably Brazil. And when I gave them the answer that I would agree to do the show, and I was like, cool. And then I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I knew the first challenge consisted of me singing, so I gave them a track that I had been working on, which was I Can't Love You. And I had no idea what was going on because I was working every single day. So I was just like, you know what? If it's like a talent show, I'm going to be singing a song I've been working on. So that was like my first thingy. That's like a little inside thingy. But anyway, so when that all happened, I joined the show. And then not even thinking, man. Like, you know, I guess like all my my shit that I wasn't dealing with caught up with me, because when I entered the room, like, the dynamic was different, and I noticed that everybody was super excited, and I was trying to be excited, but, like, there was something that was not there. I didn't have a chance to kind of, like, chill and relax and kind of, like, you know, be chill and a human. I just, like, went straight into it. I had 2 days, like, 2.5 days to prepare, so I spent a lot of money and a lot of time getting all of my looks ready, and for every challenge, I believe I had like 3+ looks for every single challenge of the show, so I was super prepared. But you know, as things were going on, man, like I just was kind of like realizing, like, dang, like, no, man, I don't know if this is for me, cause like, I don't know, there's a lot of things that were happening that I was just like, oh man, like, maybe you should have not agreed to come here. Like, you, like, totally could have, like, given this to another girl, you know? Like, another opportunity. But, I don't know. There's a lot of things, that happened. And I watched the shows back, and, I just wanted to not make this video. I'm so used to making YouTube videos. I just wanted to come up on this Periscope to just say that, like, you know, the first episode, you know, I watched the episode objectively. I mean, I took myself out of the whole stitch, and I'm watching as a fan now, yeah? I believe I was in the UK. I think I was in Manchester when I watched the first episode. And, from what I saw a big old crybaby. I saw somebody that, should have been used to that critique, you know, knowing Michelle and stuff like that. And, you know, I ain't a bitch to blame editing. I will never blame editing, man. Like, I'm telling you, the RuPaul's Drag Race, Logo, World of Wonder, those teams, those are like my family, man. But what I will say is that, Michelle is not to blame, like, completely, man. Like, everybody's, like, super jumping down Michelle's throat, and they're, like, you know, like, trying to, like, attack her and stuff like that. But I do want to say that it wasn't, like, all Michelle. Like, the reason why I was super hypersensitive about the whole stitch was that I was getting it from everywhere. It wasn't just Michelle. It actually started with Raven Simone. She said something super, super cruel. And something, I'm not sure she even remembers that she probably said to me, but, it, like, touched home, and it hit something that, like, made me super sensitive, and it made me super mad, yeah, but that was the start of the critique, and then Carson went on to kind of bringing up me doing, you know, I think it was the reunion about, like, the glasses getting stuck in my hair, and he kind of, like, made a comment about, like, me, you know, like, having so much talent and being, I don't know if he used the word sloppy, but he was implying that. And it was just, like, I was getting, like, a lot of that. It wasn't just Michelle, but Michelle, like, kind of went for the jugular. But Michelle, like, girl, that's her job, homie. Like, you can't, like, hate on that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not hating on none of them. It was just, like, I wasn't prepared for all of that. You know what I mean? And, like, you know, no disrespect or anything. It was just like I wasn't prepared to kind of, like, you know, be treated like a beginner contestant again, man. Like, I'm Mexican, man, so I'm prideful. I'm not egotistical by any means, and I'm not a fucking narcissist or anything. You know, like, I'm fucking humble by all means. Like, I have a mother that fucking raised me to be fucking so I mean, like, that's where I'm coming from. But what I'm saying is, I work my ass off, and I work too hard to be talked to like a weird ass amateur by Raven Simone, and I mean, the thing that she said kind of just, like, that was kind of like, while I was brushing my teeth the next day, that was kind of like my decision in my head. Like, I was like, this is just not for me. So I mean, it wasn't entirely Michelle, man. Like, it was like, that was just like, it was a lot, but it was like, you know, Michelle's hurt me the most because it's like I knew her on a personal level, and I toured with her and stuff like that. So I mean, to save that relationship, man, I thought it was just best for in my own interest to just kind of leave, man. And you know, I was hoping in the back of my mind that gave another girl an opportunity to kind of stay. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what happens. But I just knew that wasn't for me. I mean, as soon as I knew that, like, it was going down like that, man, they were going like that, I just knew that it wasn't for me. And I mean, some people will respect my decision and some people won't, but I mean, I regret nothing, and I was going through my own dark times, so I mean, if you can't understand that, then I really don't really care how you feel, to be honest, because I mean, that's my own journey. I probably should have said no, but I didn't. But should-haves, would-haves, and could-haves don't exist anymore, so what the fuck are we gonna do about it? Let's watch the season and get excited, because I'm watching the season. Girl, I sat there with, like, my feet up on my damn counter, just, like, watching this episode, waiting for my segment to be over so I can enjoy the rest, because this season looks amazing. I'm super excited, and I'm super bummed that, you know, I wish I would have told them, like, you know, nah, I'm cool, so, like, Ganji could have got on or something. Like, I would have loved to see Laganja on there, or somebody like that. But, you know, I wasn't thinking, I was working every day, and, you know, I was like, you know what, fuck it. Why not? I was saying yes to every opportunity that was coming my way, and that's something that I gotta, like, learn to not do. You know, I'm a workaholic. I'm my father and mother's son. I like work, but, yeah, I've learned my lesson, but I regret nothing. I don't. If I would be given the opportunity again, I probably wouldn't do it. I would just tell them, I don't enjoy, like, you know, pleasing people with my look. I don't know. But, yeah. I just wanted you guys to know that it was more than, like, me being a little pussy. Like, I am a pussy, but, like, again, like, it's not all Michelle, man. Like, it was kind of like, the thing that, like, kind of, like, hurt my feelings was Raven. Like, she said something, like, super, like, gross. And after that, I checked out. I was like, I ain't playing like that, man. Sorry. It's not my gag. But, I love RuPaul, and I love RuPaul's Drag Race, and all the opportunities that they've given me, and stuff like that. And I still feel super horrible for doing that. Initially, I was going to walk off the first episode during, before the lip sync between Roxy and Tatiana. I was going to stop everything and tell them, no, I'm going to go home, just so they can save, Coco or Fifi. But I remember Fifi grabbing my hand, she's like, do not do that. And I'm just like, I'm going home. Fifi, you know it's true. And Coco, she knows I was talking. I'm like, man. But you know, I was like, you know what? I don't need to be here. You know, this could be somebody else's gig. But I didn't want to disrespect Ru or anything, and you know, I gave it another day, and I slept on it and stuff like that. And I still felt like I needed to go the next morning, and I hope that you guys can respect that, because I respect that, and I'm proud of myself. And I know if I was in the same situation, I would remove myself and go somewhere else. And what didn't air on the show, I said, I hope this doesn't show my fans that it's okay to give up. I hope it shows my fans that when you're put into an awkward situation where you feel like you're surrounded by dark energy, even when it's not dark energy necessarily, if that's dark energy inside of your head, you should be able to remove yourself and surround yourself with love and positivity and beauty. And that's what I hope that it sent. So, find your tribe and know what's good for you. And it's okay to be sensitive when you're an artist. It's okay to own your art. I don't know what the obsession is nowadays with kind of like becoming a robot. We aren't robots. It's okay to have feelings when you're an artist. It's okay to be sensitive. And, yeah. I don't know. Whatever. I'm sensitive because I care, man. That's something that's super that's me. So, just smile. And I love you. See you on the road, motherfuckers.